Moi. Tervetuloa kaikille. Minä puhun suomea. Kovasti. Yeah, welcome. Polju, JS. Good to see you here. Taidanpa ehtiä laittamaan teitä tässä ennen aloittamista. It's like before starting, about something about making tea before starting. Taidan. I know that. It's like I guess. Like I guess. Ehtiä. That means to have time. Like that's one of my one of the vocabulary sentences in here involves ehtiä. There's a lot of them. Yeah, to have time to manage this sentence. En ehtinyt saada kaikkia tehtäviä valmiiksi. I didn't have time to finish all the tasks. Excuse me. Mutta tarhaanko lause-rakenteita kehittelin? Yeah, I don't know. Lause is sentence. Rakenteita, is that like sentence structure? I don't know, but let's translate it. You see, I got Swedish enabled because I practice Swedish every day now. I actually practice Swedish before Finnish. At least lately I've gotten into the habit of I practice Swedish in the morning, and then I do Finnish around like with lunch. Did I develop sentence structures in vain? What do you mean? Wait, no. I mean, I guess every sentence we ever utter is in vain. But yeah, Lorelei, DV, tervetuloa. Good to see you here. Something about last week or next week. Ensi viikolla. Pari esitelmää ja essay. A pair of something. Kiirettä pukka. You guys, can you guys just please, I don't know, magically know the words that I know and only use those words, please? I don't like not understanding, but I don't know. Such is the way of learning. Next week, ensi viikolla, a couple of presentations and an essay. Ah, okay. Okay, esitelmä is a presentation. It reminds me of näytelmä, which is like a show, right? Like if you go to see a play, a näytelmä. And an essay. Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, but I never trust that just because a word in Finnish looks or sounds like an English word, that it would ever actually be the same. But in this case, it is. Although I imagine, I don't know, essay probably has some other origin outside of English, but yeah. Kiirettä pukkaa. Oh yeah, I know kiirettä. That means to hurry. But I haven't seen this word, pukkaa. What does that mean? Is this sort of like idiomatic? Kiirettä pukkaa. Well, let's see. Let's come to our trusty Wiktionary. As always, pukka. Not in English. Wait, where's Finnish? Wait, did I miss it? Oh, it doesn't. Maybe it has to have the two A's on it. Oh, of course, yeah. Of course, it's pukata. To shove, to headbutt. Lama pukka. Depression is looming. Huh. Okay, well, it doesn't say anything about hurrying. But yeah, okay. And 27, welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, DV, on time this time. Do you mean I'm on time or that you're on time? A couple weeks ago, I asked some difficult sentences. True. That is true. And I'm getting to them. I will get to them. But I did see them in the Discord. So I've seen them, but I haven't studied them. Or at least not properly. But thanks for sharing them. I will look at them. It's definitely a phrase. Okay. The kira tapukka. It's kind of like hurry up. You know, like what is the up for in hurry up? What is moving upwards? Why not just say hurry? It's the same thing. Like even in English, it's like, why do we have all these little flourishes that we just throw in there? Maybe you just have to memorize it. Kira tapukka means something like it's really busy. Okay. Or about to be. The hurry is looming. Winter is coming. Yes, so I want to practice some flashcards. I've added tons of new sentences. And so pretty much we're guaranteed, because I have least practice enabled. These will all be sentences that are nature related or animal related that I have never seen. And I'm going to do my best to try and translate them with you today. Okay, let's do this first one. Leona lepää savannilla päivisin. You know what? I struggled to pronounce this. Let's hear it.
Leijona lepää savannilla päivisin.
Oh, wow. Was not expecting that. Let me do this again.
Leijona lepää savannilla päivisin.
I don't know if that's too loud for you guys, but let me know. Let me know if it's blasting your headphones out.
Leijona lepää savannilla päivisin.
Leona lepää savannilla päivisin. It's not too loud. Okay. And wait. JS, yesterday you watched somewhat interesting video about learning languages. And yeah, feel free to share it in the Discord. Winter Tyler season is here. Wait, what is it about me that's winter? Am I like a I don't know. What does Winter Tyler mean? Or are you addressing me like winter, comma, Tyler, comma, season is? Or are you okay, you know what? I'm going down a rabbit hole. Let's come back to the sentence. The lion lepää. I actually don't know this. Päivisin, does that mean something about the day, right? Is it daily? This isin ending, I don't know. I feel like I've seen that before. I'm trying to think, are there other similar words where I've seen this isin ending? Päivisin. No, I can't think of any others. And what is savannilla? I've no... Oh, savannah. I only got that because I know Leona is a lion, and lions live on the savannah. But lepää... I thought ella was the word you would use for like they live. So they must be doing something on the savannah. I don't know. It's maybe something like they hunt on the savannah or they roam. I'm going to say they roam the savannah by day. I mean, yeah, during the daytime. Hey, I got lepää wrong, but I got during the day correct. So I'm just saying I'm kind of lucky, that's all. I also enjoy doing sentences like this because when I do get lucky and I get the answer right, even though I don't know what the sentence or what the words really are or what they mean out of context, I feel a special sense of satisfaction that I've defeated the Finnish sentence, even if it was just blind luck and guessing by thinking about the animals. Like, what do the animals do? But yeah, welcome in other people who jumped in chat. I know we got JF here, and yeah, good. It's good and quieter than you. Wait, what's good and quieter than me? The learning languages video? Oh, it's winter tire season. Okay. Oh, was that? I feel like I probably made a joke about it being winter tire season. But yes, we're going to hibernation mode. So, okay, I got this wrong, so I'm just going to say, because lepa, it rests. Levata, lepa. Savanilla. The lion, oh, and Leona is singular. The lion, I think I said plural, but whatever. The lion rests on the savannah during the day. That's okay. We got it. We're not going to get them all right. In fact, we'll get most wrong, probably. What the Google Translate voice is good and quieter than me. Do you mean it's good in terms of the volume, or is it good in terms of its quality? That it just, even a robotic voice sounds better than mine. Well, that's too bad. All right, this is Learn Finnish with me, and I'm going to be pronouncing the best that I can. All right. I'm almost enjoying learning Swedish, how weird the pronunciation is, and how like there's so many. I'm constantly guessing because I'm also using Google Translate, and I'm hearing, and I also come over to Wiktionary because Wiktionary sometimes has pronunciation like recordings that you can click on. Because I'm like I'm trying to think of what's into Swedish. I know this isn't Learn Swedish with me, but like an example would be like, is it like Mia? Like MED, which means with, but it's pronounced like Mia with it, and it sounds like it has an I in there, but there's no I. And I'm like, I don't know if, like, you know how you're like, you can trick yourself into thinking that you're hearing or seeing something. And so I kind of do that a little bit, but whatever. Okay, hevonen laukkasi niityllä koko iltapäivän. The horse did something, right? Laukkasi. Don't know what it did. And then niityllä. No idea what that is. Niity. Is that like a pasture, maybe? I don't know. Koko iltapäivän, all evening, right? Iltapäivä. Wait, ilta, yö, iltapäivä is afternoon. It's so rare that this is one of those things you first learn when you learn Finnish, but then you never actually use. Like, I never hear people say like, hyvä iltapäivä. Like, you'll hear people say like moi, and or people at the grocery store will be like, have a good weekend, whatever, hauska weekend, whatever. I can't think on the spot, but I never hear people actually say good afternoon. So anyway, something the whole afternoon. The horses, I don't know, the horse, singular, excuse me, the horse grazed in the pasture, because I can't think of anything else that it could be. The horse galloped in the meadow. I mean, a meadow is a kind of like a pasture, but not really. There's probably another word for pasture. I feel like I learned it recently, but I already forgot it. Okay, anyways, the horse galloped in the meadow all afternoon. Hevonen laukkasi niityllä. Niity. Niitty is a meadow. And let me know if I got this wrong. You tried to look into the up in Hurry Up, but you couldn't find anything decisive. Yeah, some of that's... It's like, yeah, hold on. Is it here on Wiktionary? Let's just hurry up. Yeah, it doesn't say. But sometimes over here on Edam Online is another good one. Let's see if it's listed. Hurry up. To hurry up is from 1890. That's it. Yeah. It could be, who knows. Going back to the flashcards now. But yeah, oh, and by the way, thanks everybody in chat. Thanks for being here. And apologies in advance if I don't read your comment. Because sometimes I just get so far behind in chat, it would take it's one of those conundrums where it would take the length of the universe at the rate that I read the comments. What is it? You're a Finno-Swede, DV. It would just be pronounced meh, as in Finnish. And I have noticed on Wiktionary, when I look up the words, they will sometimes have the Finnish pronunciation, or the Finnish-Swedish, Finno-Swede pronunciation. Another good one is the word for animal. It's like djuret, the animal, djuret. But I think in how do Finns say it? Is it more like djuret? Here, let me actually pull it up here. I know it's this. I'm not gonna co-opt this into Swedish, but yeah, here's the audio from Finland. Get your audio recordings on here. All right, get yourself represented on Wiktionary.
Ett djur.
Ett djur. But in Google Translate, it sounds different. Hold on, let me pull it up. Is it like this? Oh, whoops. With 2 T's, excuse me. Let's hear it.
Ett djur.
Yeah. Ett djur. Djur. It doesn't have the j sound. Ett djur. And the R in Swedish confuses me so much because I want to trill the R. It feels so unnatural to make the R sound almost like in English, but a lot of the R sounds in Swedish are quite similar to English. It makes me feel like I'm not trying to pronounce the Swedish properly. I don't know, because every other language I've learned has a trilled R in it, and I'm not used to that. Okay, sorry, we gotta come back to the Finnish. Okay, let me do a sentence, and then I'm gonna catch up with you guys in chat. Lehmät, that means the cows. Laiduntavat, are they lying somewhere perhaps? Pellolla. Is it pelko or is it pello? Is this pasture? Because cows are in the pasture, right? And does this mean that they are grazing? Or are they lying? Are they lying in the pasture? Are they not resting. We just had that one. I don't know. But I'll guess that they're grazing in the pasture. Hey, I think I was close enough. A field. I think I learned the word for field in Swedish. It's like, is it like fält? Fält. Because it's it's easier to remember Swedish. It just looks more like English, all right? Finnish. Get with the program. This is just going to be the Tyler talks about how much easier Swedish is live stream, so get used to it. But yeah, pellolla. Oh, pelto. I forget that I have the vocab over here. Laiduntaa, to graze. And yeah, I think we've had this before, where we were like looking at deer that were grazing at the edge of the forest. Metsän reunalla. Is that it? But okay, let me come back to you guys. The Swedish in an intonation is more melodic. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find any. If you guys know of any Finnish, Swedish pronunciation tools, like if there's a Google Translate but with a Finnish, Swedish voice, I'd be interested in hearing it. I think that would help me a lot. And I've even heard people speaking Swedish. Like I heard some kids, and one of them said like, was it mycket? Which I already forgot what that means. I think it means something like many or very, mycket. Anyways, yeah. So I'm hearing some Swedish and enjoying it. Sing-songy. But you don't hear people say good afternoon in English either. Oh yeah, and welcome in Hunted Cupcake. I hope your cupcake is safe and sound. But yeah, it's probably true. In the afternoon, people are just... You're not usually meeting people in the afternoon, right? Whereas you go to work typically in the mornings. That's when you would be greeting people, good morning. And if you were leaving in the afternoon, you don't say good afternoon as a goodbye. You just say bye. But then you might meet up with people again in the evening. So maybe that's it. I don't know. Also, Finnish people don't greet each other very much. All right? People don't say hyvä päivä. All right? Not unless it is the most exceptional day that has ever happened in Finnish history. They just say päivä. That's it. Or they just say terve. Or they don't even say anything. They just avoid eye contact. It is true. Wait, what is this? If the word is unstressed in the sentence, it's probably pronounced simply something like meh, also in the Swedish. Yeah. Sounds pretty posh in both Finnish and English. Hasten. Oh, what the? Oh, are you translating into Swedish for me or something? Hasten, I know, means the horse. See, I've learned that. Springer på hösten. I don't know what any of this is. On ainakin yksi ja toista mä en muista is at least ainakin. Does that mean at least? I always forget what that one and the other I forget. Oh, in the Kummeli stories, something like that. Okay. And Lorelai, sorry, it could have been hurry down. That's also like, that would be really great if you were telling people to like take their time. Oh yeah, hurry down. Like, do I need to get this to you by the end of today? No, just hurry down. Put the hurry on the down low, all right, and we're good. Someone in Reddit etymology had a theory that up had different meanings in the 16th century. And so phrases like hurry up or clean up derive from them. I don't know how much I trust the Reddit philologists, but it could be. I mean, it'd be cool if that was if it was true. "76% of horses prefer running to walking, according to a recent Gallup poll." I like that. That's quality 27. Thank you for that. Button up your coat. Clean up the house as an intensifier. However, I think that there is a difference between saying clean the house and clean up the house. Clean up is more like just tidy up. Like clean up the house means there's stuff on the ground that needs to be picked up. It doesn't mean that the house is dirty, like with dirt. It could be, and you're not actually cleaning the dirt. You're just sort of cleaning up the house, tidying it. But cleaning the house, that actually means you are like, vacuuming and mopping and, maybe, I don't know. That's also this morning, I was looking up the difference in the etymology of moose and elk, because we talked about this in chat a while ago, and now because of Swedish, I realized, because the word for moose in Swedish is some weird word. It sounds like alien. It's like alien or something like that. The moose. And then I saw that it's spelled like alg, right? Here, let me actually pull it up here. This is related to Finnish, sort of.
Eli.
Eli. Because someone in chat had mentioned that I was referring to a moose that should be called an elk. And I was very confused by that. But that's also because in America, an elk is a totally different animal. Whereas all of the moose that lived in Great Britain, that at the time, hundreds of years ago, were called elk, they were all killed. And apparently, I did not know this, in Great Britain, they still refer to moose as elk. And then what we call an elk, which is just a large deer, or a large type of deer, they use the Algonquin, like American Indian word for it. I think it's like Waipidi or something like that. So yeah, I mean, which also is kind of funny. I would never have expected that British people would use a word from an American Indian language. I don't know, but they wanted to keep their elk word preserved, and we chose moose, which I think is hold on, we got to look this up. Where did moose come from? Is that also Algonquin? I want to hear my American.
Moose.
I want to hear I love they have an Australian here.
Moose.
I don't know. It didn't have much Australian to it, but the etymology is also, it's from the Algonquian. Pretty cool learning this. The largest member of the deer family. Can also refer to an ugly person. Hey. If I was an animal, I'd be a moose. What can I say? Yeah. Anyway, so basically, I am going to continue my American terminology because I don't even know how to pronounce this other word that's like... Actually, let me pull up. Wait, was it the elk? Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, that's a moose. Look at that moose face, all right? And that is an elk. The wapiti, that's the word that the Brits use. I've never heard them say that. Anyways, okay, I'm you know what? I'm on a tangent. We need to come back to this. Did I get this right? The cows are grazing in the field. I said pasture. You know what? Close enough. I have a close enough self-evaluation approach, philosophy. But just use the German R for everything. Well, I don't speak German. How does that help me? Just don't make me learn the French R ever again. That's the worst R of all R's. You kept the D while Sweden lost it. Pelto and pelko is fear. Yeah, pelko is fear. Okay. Fal is a fur? Wait, I don't know. I thought it was felt. By the end of the year, my Swedish is going to be better than my Finnish, you think, JF? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, actually, I would be very surprised in only a few months. But if I spent a whole year in using the same amount of time, like if I spent an hour on Swedish and an hour on Finnish, I wouldn't be surprised if after a year, I would feel more comfortable in Swedish. But that's, yeah. I'm not saying I'm not saying that that's true because I do know a lot more Finnish than Swedish. But yeah, and Helion. Oh, and hey, Helion, welcome in. How are you? You won't say anything to anyone if you can avoid it. That's I know this because I go for my runs and I see lots of people on my runs. And you know what? I embrace my American heritage. The longer I've lived in Finland, the more I embrace the awkward acknowledgement of other human beings. All right, that is my cultural inheritance and tradition, and I want to enact it. And it's only awkward. I would like to point out, it is not me who is awkward. It's Finnish. It's not even responding that's awkward. Finnish people, I would say about 50% of the time, Finnish people are okay. Especially if I'm running and someone else is like walking or running, and here's the thing, I would not acknowledge them if they didn't look at me, or if they're wearing like sunglasses. If I can't make eye contact with them, I'm not gonna like, make a scene. But like, look, if you're staring at me, at the very least, say hi. You know what I mean? Like, at the very least, when I acknowledge you, you got to acknowledge me back. This is a simple social contract. But Finnish people sometimes, I don't know. Although sometimes the acknowledgement is just so subtle, where we don't even speak, but we just approximate a whispered moi. and some version of a head nod, and the only mercy is that because I'm running, the encounter is very brief. so if it goes badly, I'm out of there. I have an escape route, okay, to freedom, unless, like, sometimes I run around in this forest where there's lots of paths, and depending on which route people take, I might pass by them 2 or even 3 times, which is what actually this morning happened. I passed by these 2 old ladies 3 times. And they did not acknowledge me, although I don't know, they were very busy talking to each other, so it's a bit more excusable. And then here's another thing that happens, that this is what confuses me. Most Finnish people will just, they will want to look at you for an uncomfortably long time. They will look at you, even after you look at them, and it's like, yeah, you're looking at me. I see you looking at me. They will be like, I don't care. I'm gonna keep looking at you. And then that's when I want to acknowledge, like, hello, But there are people. There is another group of people. I'm starting to learn some of the people who go outside for walks at the same time that I go for my run. And there's this group of kind of elderly people, but they're not that old. Maybe like 60, And but every time they're always in a group of like, I don't know, like 7 people. And they're out there with their poles. And they are smiling like they aren't Finnish or something. I don't know. And every time I run past them, they look at me like with these big eyes. I'm like, I don't know, maybe it is possible that maybe they have like dementia or something, and they're just like, I don't know. But it's very odd because I'm not used to that level of intense smiling and staring. But that's, I don't know. What do you guys? These are the Finnish lessons that you need to learn before you move here. And even if you're Finnish, you will spend the rest of your life learning, because it never stops being awkward. But yeah. I missed your longer explanation about up.js. I don't know. I missed it. Sorry about that. Oh, I haven't learned the numbers yet, JS. For number 7, I haven't learned that. You're too of an urban citizen to know the difference between peura and kauris. I had to learn that as well, DV. The peura is like any kind of deer, right? Well, I don't know what kauris means, but Yeah. Yeah, Lorelei, I'm trying to do an hour of each every day. I mean, the hour is not like super intense. Like I might, if I'm having lunch, I'll listen to the Selko Uti set. So I'm, it might end up being only like 30 to 45 minutes of actual studying. But yeah, I'm actually trying. I'm really trying. I'm really trying. Oh, and hey, Smirkle, what's up? Welcome in. What is this? Yoko se suomi alkaa taittumaan. I don't know some of these words, but something about Finland or Finnish begins taittumaan. Let's take a look. So I got carried away talking about Swedish and then awkward encounters with Finnish beings. What is that? Or is that Finland starting to fold? I don't know. I don't. Google can't even translate this language, though. I don't know. Maybe that shouldn't come as a surprise. If one would linger and say hi or something like that, there is the danger that a discussion would ensue, and one might even get to know other people. Helion, that's a good point. Maybe that's why people stare at me, because I'm running. Because they know that I'm not likely to stop and talk to them, that they feel comfortable staring, knowing that the likelihood of a conversation is nil. But that group of like old people that stare and smile at me a lot, and each time I run past them, it's like it feels like this is the very first time they've seen me. And I have this weird mix of feelings about it, where I'm like, it's kind of cute, but I'm also kind of annoyed because I don't want a group of people just staring at me. Like, come on. Yeah. But yeah. It's more of a Finnish way to ask if you can speak Finnish already. Well, I answered your question by not being able to understand. My Finnish is quite well, it's I speak my own version of Finnish. But yeah, that's why Helion, that's why I was thinking maybe they have dementia, like that they genuinely don't remember me, and that everything that's happening around them is just like, whoa, But okay, let's come back to my Finnish sentences here. Kova kuoriaiset. Oh, I should know this. I feel like I've learned this animal before, but okay, let's continue. Kova kuoriaiset kerääntyivät lehtien alle sateen aikana. What? Okay, let me do my best. So it's plural. Some kind of creatures. Kerääntyivät. I don't know this. Lehtien. Is that the leaves? Lehtien. Alle, like under sateen aikana. Like the rain? During the rainy season, something takes shelter under the leaves. But what is this animal, the kova kuoriais? I'm going to say it's the honey badger. Actually, I know it's not going to be right, but beetles. Okay, that's where I've seen this word before. And I know like kova means like hard, right? So it's sort of, maybe it's referring to their shell, their exoskeleton. And I should have guessed that it was in the past tense, right? But I didn't. But yeah, beetles gathered under the leaves during the rain. Okay, yeah. Lehtien alle, under the leaves. Sateen aikana, during the rain. That makes more sense now. But yeah. The hard shells. Yeah, that's it. Oh. Yeah, talking to other people might lead to friendship. One text or call could wreck it all. Beatles, kovakuoriainen. I should remember that. I like Beatles. I think they're cool. Delfiini uivat nopeasti meressä. This one's a bit easier, right? The dolphins swim, uivat. Wait, is this past tense? Uida. Uivat. Is this one of those words where like the present is the same as the past? Like voida? Right? Like voin. I could. Nopeasti mera. They swim or they swum. They swam? Swam. They swam quickly in the sea. Meressä, meri. Dolphins swim fast in the sea. So yeah. Here it's in the present tense. But actually let me take a look at this. Oh, it's present tense? Well, what's the past tense of it? I'm curious. Uida. Here in the inflection. This is so useful. The past tense is the same. Oh, it could be past tense as well, Helion. So it is the same. But I don't know, maybe it just sounds weird in the past tense, or it makes more sense in the present tense if you're talking about dolphins in general, right? That the dolphins swim fast in the sea. But if you're talking maybe about specific dolphins, a group of dolphins, like as part of that were in a story or something, the dolphins swam quickly in the sea. By the way, I'm noticing on my runs, I've been listening to the audiobook of The Lord of the Rings. And I noticed that I will run faster at the appropriate times in the story. Like this morning, I was at the part where Frodo is on the horse. Is it Celeborn? I think it's, yeah, is it Celeborn? Right, yeah, Celeborn, his horse. And then when Frodo, is riding the horse to the ford and he's being chased by the Black Riders, I was like, I was running so fast. I was like, go, Frodo, go. Oh. And then when I was in the house, I don't know, when I was in the Bombadil stuff and Bombadil is singing his nonsense, I'm just like, what the, what is even happening? I don't even understand. But yeah. Yeah. So long and thanks for all the fish. Tolkien mentioned on in the 43rd minute mark. Hey, that might be a record. That might be a record of how long I've gone without mentioning Tolkien. But I'm glad you were keeping track of it. There needs to be a graph. There needs to be a spreadsheet with Tolkien references per stream. Yeah, but no. Dolphins swim fast in the sea. I'm going to give myself credit on this, I think. I got it. Riikin kukko. Huh? Kukko. Isn't that like a type of bird? The cuckoo? Kukko levitti. Värikkäät. Sulkansa nähtäville. Well, why do I feel like Vari is sort of like colorful? It's a type of bird. I'm just going to guess and say it's a peacock, right? Because kukko, cock, levitti. What is it? Maybe it ruffled or displayed its colorful feathers? Sulkansa. Or maybe it's referring to the tail. But this ansa, the SA, is referring, I think, back to the kukko, right? But I don't know what sulka means. And nähtäville. Also, I have no idea. But I'm going to guess nähtä kind of relates to nähtyä, like to see, like in a display. The peacock displayed its colorful tail in a show or something. I don't know. Hey, I did not know that was a peacock, by the way, but I just thought of a bird with colorful feathers, and a peacock was the first one that came to mind. But it spread its colorful feathers on display. You know what? I get credit for this. I get to press the green button because I didn't quite get the word spread, levita, to spread, but I basically got it. The peacock, you know, I said it ruffled its feathers, or it displayed its colorful feathers. Plural. How is this plural? Sulkansa. Because I also said tail, because I can't see how this is plural. But maybe it's not plural. Maybe it's just different. In Finnish, you can use the singular. We did discuss escaped peacocks when? Oh, that sounds familiar. Like they escaped from the zoo or something. There were 2 escaped ones in Finland this summer. A peacock ate your ice cream in Chocolatier 27. At least it wasn't a seagull. Yeah. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, I think I met somebody who had worked at the zoo and had said that the peacocks would roam around, but now they don't anymore. Oh, and JS, thanks for the explanation. Sulkansa is one of those that is both plural and singular, but the context defines in this case, yeah. And DV, you're saying the plural marker gets eaten by the possessive suffix. Okay, here's a question for Finnish people. When you were like 9 years old, did you ever have a moment when you were just like, what? How do I know where you're just, how do I know to speak this language? How do I know all of these insane twists and turns of a language? I mean, I feel like I remember having those thoughts when I was pretty little, and I just was like, how do I understand English? Like what? But Finnish is a different level of, I don't know what to call it, complexity. JS, I like this. This is the most Finnish response possible. You just learn them and not anguish about them. Just get the work done and stop complaining, all right? Hey, well, I'm going to press, I got it right. I was close enough. Finns just learn the language and then later in life learn from foreigners how difficult it is. True. You lucky ducks. Do you have that expression in Finnish, a lucky duck? Oh, your mom was an active duty Finnish teacher. I like the military level of I don't know, emphasis on the profession there, but yes, you would get your explanations from your mom. That's good. You were annoyed at Sweden being spelled Sverige and not Sverige. Well, I don't even know. That's true. You learn it, and then in school you're taught how the language actually is. I did always find that confusing. At least in English, we have a lot of prescriptive education where basically the way that you learn to speak, you're told that your natural dialect is wrong. not just that you speak a different dialect or a different whatever. I don't know if it's different enough linguistically to be its own dialect, but you have some differences. But it's not just that it's different, but that no, you're wrong. It has to be said this way. This is the standard English. So stop talking like that. Don't talk like that. I remember that. Like teachers would get like mad at you if you said the wrong word. We had words like ain't and or dumb thing, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't go down this rabbit hole, but the prescriptivist approach was very prominent in the schools that I went to. And it's still quite prominent with all the standardized testing. So that if you grow up with a different dialect, you're at a disadvantage. Because the tests are designed so they put the wrong answers on there to trick people who grew up speaking a different way to think, well, I would say it that way. So you put that as the answer, and it's like, nope, no, you're bad at English, even though you're a native speaker in it. It's very frustrating. I think it unfortunately puts a lot of people off from learning English or taking English classes or getting into it as a field of study. Finnish is the most natural language. Have not been baffled at any point about it, JF. Well, thanks for that. Yeah, that just makes me feel that, Am I having a Halloween costume this year? I haven't decided. Probably not. I don't know. I don't really celebrate Halloween, or I don't know many people who do. So I haven't made any plans, no. You also had very prescriptive äidinkieli classes. I think it is tricky, especially if you're teaching little kids. I don't know. Maybe there is a role for some prescriptive approaches, but like maybe little children aren't ready to understand the nuance of all these different versions of a language floating around. People who speak Finnish all the time with other Finnish speakers learn it the fastest. You would learn Finnish much faster just speaking Finnish every day for hours. That is true. That is true, Poyu. Yeah. To be fair, the attitude towards learning languages is kind of forced upon you in school, where it's very easy to take multiple foreign languages to study. Yeah, we didn't have that in the schools I went to. It was, yeah, we had to take a couple lessons of Spanish, and that was pretty much it. But it wasn't something we really prioritized. Okay, let's look at this sentence here. Mehiläiset keräävät siitepölyä kukista. Well, I think mehiläinen, is that a bee? I think that refers to a bee. Or is it it's an insect. I think it's a bee. The bees, they do something. Keräävät. Siitapölyä. No idea. Oh, and the kukista, from the flowers. The bees collect. Is this pollen? It could be pollen, or it could be nectar. I have to guess. Pölyä. Is there any hint I can gather from this? Like, I don't know. Siitapölyä. It seems like a compound word, so I'm not really sure. But could have it. Also, this could make. Does this mean they gather? Maybe it means they spread the pollen from the flowers. Is this singular or plural, or is it both? I feel like I'm gonna get it wrong because I. But yeah, the bees gather the pollen. I'm just gonna go with pollen from the flowers. Yes. I love being right, and for no good reason. It was a 50-50 coin flip, and I won, and it feels good. All right. Siitapöly. The pollen. Mehiläinen. Kerätä. Kukka. Kukista. Kukista is in the elative case. This Halloween, Tyler might wear his hat right way on his head. This is the right way. All right. This is the only way. Boom, and I got it right. Mato ryömi hitaasti maahan sateen jälkeen. Oh, I don't know. I forgot. Mato. Doesn't that mean like a rug? Doesn't that mean a rug? Or can it also mean like a worm? I don't know. Something did something. Ryömi. No idea what that word is, but we're gonna get there. Hitaasti. I know this word because it's how I have to have the Finnish language spoken. Slowly. Maahan. So the ground. But this, is it like to the ground? And then the rain, sateen jälkeen, after the rain. I mean, maybe I have seen this word for worm before, mato. So that's what I'm going to go with. The worm. But what does it do slowly? The worm. What do worms do? They worm. What is? The worm did something slowly to the ground, or from the ground, or on the ground, after the rain. Jälkeen. That means after. I think. The worm wriggled. It wriggled. Oops. Slowly from the ground. Oh, it emerged. How about that? It emerged slowly from the ground after the rain. I mean, I was kind of close. I said wriggled. It crawled. But you know what? I would like to say worms don't crawl, do they? Maybe they do. I just think of crawling as being a bigger action. But okay, the worm crawled. Ryömiä. Slowly into the ground. So I mean, I'm going to say I got it wrong because I got both the verb and the maahan. Although I did say to the ground, but into the ground after the rain. Because this is the mihin form, right? The illative case, into the ground. But yeah, okay, sorry. Matto. Matto means rug. Matto means worm. But I consider learning Finnish grammar to be something akin to the scene from Life of Brian where the graffitis in Latin need to be spelled correctly. I've never seen the Life of Brian. But if that scene involves like a Sisyphean torment of rolling a boulder up a hill and it just rolling back down, then yeah, that would be accurate. I'm only half joking, by the way. There is a part of me that does enjoy learning Finnish, and that's the part I'm trying to embrace. But yeah, okay, I got this one wrong, but that's okay. We got some of the words. Hanhet muuttavat etelään ennen talvea. What? So, also, by the way, I do not like that Swedish also puts an ET at the end of nouns, but not for the plural. But to say to as the definite article. And there have been times I've been practicing Swedish and I just say the plural of the net. Like I know what the word is, but I say the plural because I see the T at the end and I'm like, that means plural. It doesn't. Hanhet. No idea. That muuttavat means that they are moving, right? Moving or transforming. I don't know. Etelään, south. And then talvea, before winter. So it's birds are migrating south before winter. And I have actually been seeing lots of birds migrating. Every day that I go for my run, the sky is just full of birds. I mean, not completely full, but there's like little groups of birds that you'll see that are all, and they're always heading south, which I think is really cool that they just know. They just know what direction to go. But hanhet, what kind of bird is that? It's not the swan. Is it maybe a goose or some other type of bird that migrates? I don't know the word for goose, and that's a common. Maybe it's a type of duck, because there's a bunch of different duck varieties. But hanhet. I don't know. I'm just going to say, I feel like I've learned the word for goose, though, and I would remember it. But actually, Walton is swan. Duck is anka. But I'm just going to say goose. The geese are migrating south. Yes! Yes! I am the champion of luck today. I'm sure this is not as fun for you to watch because if you speak Finnish, you know exactly what the word is. And I'm over here just struggling. So you know if I'm right or wrong before I do. So you don't get to experience the suspense that I have. Hey, but this is my game. This is how I like to play. Geese migrate south before winter. Yeah, I got it right. Hit the green button. Sudenkoranto, that is a dragonfly. I've learned that. But in Finnish, this would be like a wolf fly, right? Suden, susi, wolf. Sudenkoranto liitelee veden pinnalla kirkkaana päivänä. What? I forget some of these words. So the dragonfly does something on the water, or I don't know what pinnalla, but it's referring to the water's something. What? Maybe at some time of day? This is very confusing because I have no idea. But it's like the dragonfly liitele hovers. Maybe it hovers, it hunts, it I mean it also perches. You know, the dragonfly perches at the edge of the water. Something kirka. Why do I feel like that means like bright? Kirkas. Does that mean bright? During the brightest part of the day. Pinnalla. What is that? I don't know. I'm just gonna say the dragonfly perches at the water's. It's not the edge, but maybe it's a plant. But if it was a plant, why would it have water here? If it was like a water plant, it would be one word. Usually, it'd be like veden pinnalla. One word. It wouldn't be two separate words. The waters. Okay, I'm gonna say it. The dragonfly lands on the water's surface during the bright part of the day. Hey, I was kind of close. It glides over the surface of the water. I did Sherlock Holmes my way into the surface. What is that? Pinta. The other part of me is actively trying to hinder learning. That is my problem. There is a war inside of me. Dragon without fly is lohikarme. And yeah, hey Elon, welcome in. I see you've been saying things earlier, but I didn't notice. Okay, well, the water surface on a bright day. I mean, see, this also is what makes Finnish so difficult. Even if I know a word, it's so difficult to put it in all of these different grammatical transformations. So I had to guess. I was like, I think this could be at the brightest part of the day. I don't know, but it just means on a bright day. That's good to know. Fasanit, pheasant. Thank you. Thanks for giving me an English word. Juoksivat. They ran. Nopeasti, quickly. Pellon. The field, right? Pelto, field. Poikki. What? What does that mean? What does poikki mean? I was doing so well until I got to the end of the sentence, and I have no idea. The pheasants ran quickly. Does it mean like through the field? I'm just going to say through the field because I can't think of anything else. Or, I mean, because they ran quickly, could it be some part of the field, like the field's blank? But why would poikki be with... Poikki needs an ending, right? That's why I think, is this maybe one of these postpositions? Because it would be like if they're running through the field or something, this would have to have some sort of ending, or usually. So I'm just going to say they ran through the field because I can't think of anything else. Across the field. I get credit. It ends up with the same meaning. The pheasants ran quickly across the field. The pheasants ran quickly through the field. I'm giving myself credit. But poikki means across. So, you know, see, this is also, it's like I can understand Finnish, but in a very slow way. Where I have to dissect every sentence. But yeah, I'm going to get better. All right. I'm getting better. Just got to keep practicing. All right. I got it right. Punkki voi levittää vaarallisia tauteja. Punkki voi levittää vaarallisia tauteja. Actually, this one is so confusing. I don't know what a punkki is. I'm going to guess, is it like a panther? Punkki. Or is it sounds like maybe a cute little animal. I want a punkki for Christmas. So this animal can levittää. Did I learn this word earlier? To rest? Or to graze? Or to lie? I should know this word, but I already forgot it. In varallisia. Oh, does that mean like open? Open. It can do something in open. Tauteja is plural. In open spaces? In open fields? It's not a field, or it could be a meadow. I don't think it's a meadow. We had that word earlier. Is it a monkey? I mean, why would they be in an open area, you know? Something does something in an open something. Levittää. I'm getting all my verbs confused. This doesn't mean to glide. Can it mean to fly? To levitate. Levitate, that's it. The punkki. I know I should just guess, but I'm like, I don't like punkki. What kind of animal is this? I don't think I've ever heard of this. Yeah. But what it can do something in open spaces. What animals live in open spaces? Any savanna animal, pretty much. Right? The panther can hunt in open space and open, but the panther doesn't hunt in open spaces, does it? It depends on how you define a panther. But I'm going to say that in open spaces or fields, open geographical areas of indeterminate type. I was wrong. Like, see, this is the funny thing. Sometimes I can trick myself into thinking I'm understanding a sentence. And not a single word, except for voi, did I understand. Although, to be fair, I know I've come across these words. Punkki, tech, I know I've heard that word before. Levittää, spread. Didn't we just have that word with the peacock? And I forgot already. Varallinen. Dangerous. I know I've seen that word, but and then tauti, a disease. I'm sure we've had sentences like this in Selko, whatever, uutiset. But yeah, oh, and hey, Juicy Master, what's up? Welcome in. Think small but not cute. Yeah, no. Yeah, I was way off. I could see, like, in the corner of my eye, I could see the chat, and I could see as I was saying things, there were a bunch of you saying stuff, and I was like, oh, I might be way off. I'm gonna go with no, says Helion. F in chat. Pantari is, yeah, you're right, Lorelei. Pantari is also the candy, the panther. If any word, the ones meaning danger would be good to know first. Yeah. Look, I got it confused because it looks like vapa, which means free or... Testing. Are we back? Did we not all die? The microphone. Sorry about that. I want to give you a lip reading challenge. Yeah, we're back. Yeah, I've tried so many different things with this microphone, but thanks for bearing with me. Gepardi juoksee nopeammin kuin yksikään toinen eläin. Now this, I'm pretty confident I understand. The cheetah runs faster, nopeammin, faster than yksikään toinen eläin. It means like than any other animal. I mean, I don't really understand the use of yksikään. But I think that's with the sentence, like the meaning. Yeah, the cheetah runs faster than any other animal. But yksikään. I don't know. Can one of you in chat explain it? Let's take a look. Yksikään. It is the enclitic can. But if it's none, it almost seems like it runs faster than not one other animal, meaning it is the slowest of all animals. That is... Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. Yksikään, not one other. But no, but that's why I'm confused. It runs faster than not one other animal. That means it is the slowest animal, because it doesn't run faster than even one other animal. It's a dead leopard. Or a dead cheetah, excuse me. Gepardi looks like leopard, so I think that's why I said that. I think maybe it just doesn't translate directly. It runs faster than any other animal. You could maybe think of it as like it runs faster than any one of the other animals. Maybe that's the way to think of it. It runs faster than every one of the other animals, any one of the other animals. Like, not a single animal runs faster than the leopard. Therefore, the leopard runs faster than any one of the other animals. But it's, I don't know. It's just weirdly constructed because eline, it's not in the plural. You know? Yeah, just take it as a given and don't be confused, Helion says. But it says run faster, right? There's not even one animal running as fast. Yeah. Well, and by the way, let me know if these sentences are bad. Like, if this is incorrect or a bad way to say something, feel free to offer your corrections or suggestions. Okay, I got it right. Pingviinit vaeltavat pitkiä matkoja jäätiköllä. This is about penguins, thankfully. The penguins... Oh, I should know that. Vaeltavat. I feel like I've learned that. They do something. Pitkiä. Doesn't that mean tall? Or long? Matkoja, like a journey. So they make or they take on long journeys over the ice. Jäätiköllä. Jäätikö. Is this like an iceberg? But it's not really a long journey to go across an iceberg. But just maybe does it just mean like a large area of ice? Jäätikö? Because I don't know, does it refer to a glacier? But penguins, I don't know. And then this vaeltavat. It depends on the some penguins don't. Most penguins live right next to the water. It's only like the emperor penguins that live super far inland. But yeah, penguins, vaeltavat. They undertake long journeys across the ice. They migrate long distances on the ice. The jäätiköllä on the ice. That's weird. Glacier? Elon, you think does it mean glacier? It doesn't say what kind of penguin. Jäätikö. Glacier. But and is it also yeah, what do you guys think? Because in English we say they travel long distances on the ice. That sounds fine in English. We don't have to say that they're on a glacier, you know, or whatever. Like, but in Finnish, would it be weird if you just said, like, jäällä, like on the ice, just the ice, not a glacier? But yeah, I'm gonna give myself credit. I probably should have gotten migrate. Vaeltaa, to migrate. But I got the sense of it. Kärpänen surisi korvani vieressä ärsyttävästi. Kärpänen, what is that? It sounds like an insect. Some kind of insect did something. Surisi. Korvani. Korva. I don't know. Vieressä. Ärsyttävästi. I have no idea. I can't even guess. I have no idea. There's too many words that I just can't. I'm gonna have to look it up. The fly. The fly. Jätikkälä would be on the glacier. Jäällä would be on the ice. Yeah, vaeltaa is to migrate or to hike. Jäällä would be more about the surface in question, whereas jätikkälä would refer also a bit more about the environment. Okay. Yeah, and I feel like in English it's common just to say they live on the ice, they travel on the ice, and it refers to like a large environment of ice, not just the surface. But yeah, the fly buzzed surisi annoyingly ärsyttävästi next to my ear. Korvapuusti. Korva, that's where I recognize that word. Slapped ears. Korvapuusti. Korvani, my ear. I saw the NI here and I was like, is this like a first person noun? But I just couldn't think. Vieressä means next to. Yeah. I got it wrong. That's okay. After a couple winters walking around in Finland, you tend to specify the surface a bit more. Yep. Yeah, the korvapuusti is a cinnamon bun. Pelikaanit lepäilevät. Pelicans lepäilevät. Why is this a difficult word for me to say? Lepäilevät. Rannan tuntumassa. Ooh. Rannan is like the shore. The shore's tuntu. Fell? Right? Doesn't tuntu mean a fell? But pelicans. Tuntumassa. I don't know. In lepäilevät. I don't know what that means. Like the pelicans. There's. Well, ranta means like the beach, right? Or the shore. Tuntumassa. Yeah. I don't know. Huh. Pelicans are resting near the shore? Tuntumassa? Rannan tuntumassa uses the genitive with essive to show proximity. Really? I got confused because I was thinking of, is it tunturi? And then I was thinking maybe there's a tuntuma. Tuntuma. In the region of. Oops. Tuntuma. Touch, feel, texture. Huh. But in this case, apparently it can mean the pelicans are resting. Lepäilevät. Rannan tuntumassa. Yeah, tunturi. That's why I was like, isn't tunturi like, it's a geographical feature I don't think pelicans would be associated with. I think of like pelicans in like the Gulf of Mexico. Not that there are no tunturis over there. Not that I know of. Kolibrit. What is that? Lentävät. Well, they fly. Nopeasti ja pysähtyvät ilmassa. Pysähtyä. Oh, what does that mean? and they fly quickly, and they do something else in the evening, right? Ilmassa. But why? Wait, ilma. Wait, ilma can also mean weather. Because if you say something happens in the evening, don't you have to say illalla? So in this case, I think it's like ilmassa, like in the weather. Oh my! I feel like, is this a bat? I feel like there's something. They fly quickly, and pysähtyvät. They stop the weather. Why do I feel like this means to stop? Is that another word, like pysät? All the Finnish words look and sound the same. They all start with a P or an L or a K. All right? I'm going insane. I don't know. Why do I feel like this is colibri? That sounds like that could be the Calibri. Calibri. Calibri is a font. You can type with the Calibri font. Is that a hint? I don't know. What birds fly quickly? I guess it depends. I don't know. I'll just say the bats. Hummingbirds. Oh. You know, I did get it. To stop. They stop in midair. Ilma can also mean air. I went from evening, ilta, to weather. What is it? Ilma. I'm just confusing myself. Ilta, ilma, and ilma. Weather and air. Colibri, the hummingbirds, fly quickly and stop in midair. I'm getting tired. I'm only going to do a few more of these. And I might end stream. I can feel my brain shutting down this late in the evening. Yeah, animals do not do weather. Lorelai, I'm just trying to imagine some fantastical world where like the animals can control the weather. Or I don't know, I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, is there some animal that is sensitive to the weather or that we associate with certain weather events or something? You know, I'm like, yeah. Look, it's a guessing game over here for me. And yeah, thanks for giving me hints in chat. I'm intentionally not looking at chat while I'm guessing, because I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to see the answer. Ilta can have an atmosphere, figurative. For example, in other words, ilma piri. So there is some connection between Ilta and Ilma, but it might be far-fetched. Yeah, no, it's. You know, and my brain just puts all the words together. You know, it takes a. Oh yeah, the butterfly flaps its wings and causes a hurricane. That's my brain. It's just a chaos of butterflies. Tikka naputtaa puun runkoa etsien hyönteisiä. I know what tikka is. That's a woodpecker. I've seen them, and I love woodpeckers. They are maybe my favorite bird here in Finland. They have so much personality, and they're kind of shy. And I like that they're kind of like, hey, I like that this bird is so loud and obnoxious, yet also a bit embarrassed. You know, like they have this really nice personality to them. Tikka naputtaa. I'm guessing that the woodpecker pecks the tree. Right? Puun, the tree. Runkoa, the tree's trunk, maybe? I mean, it almost says trunk. Runkoa. Etsien. Hyönteisiä. Huh. I don't know. I mean, it probably like searching for bugs, right? Searching for larvae, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. The woodpecker taps the tree trunk, searching for insects. Ah, I mean, I was close. Hyönteinen, insect. Runko is the trunk, right? But this etsien, I don't really understand the grammar there. And ChatGPT did not do a good job of explaining it. I like that. The one word that I'm actually kind of confused about, etsien, because etsia, it's like, why? You know, I haven't seen this form, but I don't know. I'm too lazy to try and get an explanation from ChatGPT again. And sometimes it's wrong, you know. If you ask the AI to like explain specific things, it'll sometimes just give you the complete wrong explanation, and you're like, well, thanks for nothing. It's like, whenever you hear tikka, you might think of the bird, but whenever you hear woodpecker, you think of Woody and the cackle he makes. Woody the woodpecker. I don't remember the sound he makes. But yeah, okay, I think I got this. I'm gonna give myself credit. I didn't really understand the grammar, but I got the meaning. And that's what I'm giving myself credit for. Apina, bee, that's a bee, right? Apina, kipeile puiden, oksilla. Ooh, I should know oksilla. I've learned that word. Etsien, ruoka. Okay, so we got etsien again. Searching for food. The bee does something in the woods, like the trees. Maybe it's not a bee. Is it a different animal? Apina. Why do I think it's a bee? Is there maybe in Italian the word for bee looks like this? I feel like I've learned that. Something kipele. What does that mean? It's doing these sentences. I feel so humbled. Puiden oxila. Oh, I should know oxila, but I don't. Searching for food. The bee buzzes, forages in the forest. I don't know, not flowers, but I don't know. I give up. The monkey. I had a feeling it might not be a bee. And the monkey climbs. Kipele. The monkey climbs on the tree branches. That's where I've seen this word before. Oxa, a branch. Oxilla, on the tree's branches. Looking for food. Apina, that's a bee, right? Definitely not a bee. Ampiainen is a bee. Well, you can't blame me that much, all right? If the words start with the same letter, I get partial credit. All right. Apina is a monkey. I guessed monkey, but on a different sentence. The one that said, like, was it punky? What was a punky? I already forgot what that is. Oh, it's a tick, right? Okay. We already did this one. But no, this is slightly different. Sudenkoranto, the dragonfly, the wolf fly. Liiteli, glides or glided, plural, not plural, past. Veden ulla, above the water. Now this I don't know. Tunen kesäiltana. Tunni, doesn't that mean like deep? Tunne. Or is it peaceful? On a peaceful summer evening, ilta. I didn't see ilta in this word, but that's also, this is like Finnish. Just hides. You like to hide your words. You're like the dwarves. You know, you hide your language. Kesä iltana. On a peaceful summer evening, right? The dragonfly glided over or above the water on a peaceful summer evening. Yes, on a calm summer evening. We got it. But I feel like in English, glided sounds wrong. It should be glowed. The dragonfly glowed over the water, right? Glide, glowed, glowden. The dragonfly has glowden over the water. Take notes, English speakers. We need to go back to all those verbs. But yeah, I got it right. My Finnish dyslexia for sure. I mean, I don't know if I actually have dyslexia in Finnish, but it feels like it. It feels like I can't read. I mean, maybe I don't have dyslexia because I can read the word. I just don't know what it is. I get it confused with every other word that looks like it. Kirppu. Hypäsi. Koiran. Turkkiin. No. The only word I understand here is koiran, which is the dog's something. Into the dog's Turkkiin. Turkey? Hypäsi. Some animal or creature did something, hypäsi, in or to the dog's fur. I'm going to guess that this is the fur. The flea jumped into the dog's fur. Yes! I'm a genius. All right. There is a special satisfaction that I get out of being right for the wrong reasons. I don't know if it's for the wrong reason, but by no credit of my own, I'm just using logic to backtrack my way into what the sentence means. Because I understand one word and then but I am using some of the Finnish grammar to help me. Because I can see that this ending is illative. So it's like into. And then I know it's like into the dog's what? Into its mouth, and then suddenly it strikes me that it could be the fur. And then I'm like, oh, kirppu could be a flea, and the flea jumped. Hypätä. We did it. Oh, the sweet feeling of victory. I don't get that feeling often enough when studying Finnish, okay? Oh, thanks, Lorelai. Yeah. I gotta celebrate the small victories. They come seldom enough. Okay, maybe we'll do just a couple more. Nolly, Ella. Why do I feel like, is this another word for a bear? Or like a teddy bear? No, isn't a teddy bear like Nalla or something? No, I don't know. Nolly. Something lives Arcticella in the Arctic, Aluela, in the Arctic area. Is this a polar bear, maybe? Ja metsasta talvisin. And in the forest. Or, wait, metsasta. What? See, I understand metsa, and I understand metsasta, but I don't understand metsasta. Why is there an extra a at the end? It's not partitive, but it's also not this other, the st a ending. Is it? Talvisin. What does that mean? It has something to do with winter. Does it mean like it's hibernating? I'm confused. I thought this was going to be a little easier because I was like, oh, the polar bear, or maybe it's a different kind of bear, but in the Arctic circle, and something about, oh wait. Maybe this is a verb. Metsasta could mean maybe it has something to do with like, it's like to forest. It forests for winter, right? Is that kind of what this is a verb. It doesn't plant the forest. But in Finnish, is that how you say that it goes into the forest? Like but the polar bears don't live in the forest. They don't go to the forest in winter. Do they? Do they? Now I'm confused about what Nolly. No, Nolly is a different animal. It's not a polar bear. It's the Arctic fox. I think. The Arctic fox lives in the Arctic area, and it goes into the forest in winter. It hunts. Hey, I was close. That I figured out that this is a verb. Because I was thinking, I'm like, this can't be a noun. I don't know how you would get the extra a at the end. Look, I'm doing advanced Finnish calculations. All right. I'm like that scene out of The Hangover where he has the baby and they go into the casino and the numbers are just going. That's me in the Finnish language. I'm a card counter. The Arctic fox lives in the Arctic region and hunts in winter. I don't understand this talvisin ending. But because I would just say talvella, right? Like in winter, talvella. That's how I would say it. But why do you have to say talvisin? Or maybe you can say it both ways. I don't know. Yeah. Useful vocabulary for daily life. Hey, I get tired of, I don't know, the boring selko uti set, and like that vocabulary is just depressing. I like nature vocabulary. I like being out in nature and knowing the names of things. The extra as there to mess up with Finnish learners' minds. Yeah, just to switch the meaning of the word around completely. Yeah, metsäillä might be the word to forest. Oh, during winter's plural. That's why it's in this weird form. I remember we had the same issue with, it was like in autumns. It was like Suksuisin or something like that. And I remember asking you guys this question, so okay. Do I give myself credit? I did get this one word wrong. So I'll just mark it wrong. It's fine. All right. One more. We'll do one more, and then I'm wrapping up the stream. Hey, and I think I might be able to get this one just at a glance. Karhu, the bear. Nukku, sleeps. Talviunta, like during winter, so it hibernates. I think this is the way that you would say it hibernates. In English, we have one word, and maybe there's also one word in Finnish for it as well. But yeah, the bear sleeps. Talviunta. That's a weird word though. Talviunta. I don't know where I understand talvi, but I don't understand this unta part. But I'm gonna guess it just means hibernates. Suvalametsassa. I feel like I should know what suva. Doesn't that mean deep? Tuyune is calm. Suva is deep. I learned this in Duolingo, which is why I get those two words confused, because it refers to the water as deep and calm, and I forget which one is which. I just remember that they're in the same sentence. So it hibernates deep in the forest. The bear hibernates deep in the forest. That's how we do it, baby. Oh, there's the other word, Lorelei. Thank you. Horosta. I think I've seen that one as well. We're back. Sorry about that. Twice! We haven't had this problem twice in a stream in a while. So yeah, I gotta figure out. But I'm back, yes. The Winter Dreams. Talviunexi. A slightly different meaning. What was I saying? Oh yeah, sleep's the winter sleep, the talviuni. That's pretty helpful. You guys have been very helpful. Thank you. And all of these sentences were completely new for me. So I'm gonna press the I got it right, but I'm not gonna do the next sentence because I think I deserve a break. We practiced 23 sentences, all completely new. So it's probably a good place to rest. You also have to remember I'm learning Swedish on the side as well. So I got to leave some space in my brain for Swedish vocabulary. And yeah, who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll start doing a Swedish stream. Now that I'm actually kind of practicing, that could be fun. But yeah, and actually, so I got most of these vocab words I got from Åsikielemme. This has been such a good resource. It's probably one of the best websites for learning Finnish and getting like more detailed grammatical explanations. But yeah, there's a lot of good vocabulary. And so I think I got like there was something like animals I probably got from here. Yeah, animals. So most of these animals, I think, just came from these lists. And then I got ChatGPT to write some sentences in Finnish using those words. So It's been a good way to practice. And I actually, I'll show you guys, I've added a few other sentences you might recognize. Hold on. Let me scan. Here. Bilbo oli päässyt pakoon hiisiä, mutta hänellä ei ollut aavistustakaan missä hän oli. Bilbo, I know there's the English on the screen. I'm not looking at it though. Bilbo oli päässyt pakoon hiisiä. I should know this. But he did not. Hänellä ei ollut. He did not know where he was. Because this is from when like he meets Gollum, like he, you know. The goblins. Oh, now I remember what this means. Bilbo had escaped. He had it's sort of like he managed to escape from the goblins, or he managed an escape from the goblins, I guess. Paco. Bilbo had escaped the goblins, but he had no idea where he was. Okay. You see, oh yeah. Mitä minulla on taskussani? Hän kysyi lujemmalla äänellä. What have I got in my pocket? He asked in a louder voice, right? He asked in a louder voice. So I've also been reading a little bit of The Hobbit. I'll just open it to a random page and I'll just try to read, a paragraph or a sentence out of it. And that's been good practice as well. So, but I don't always, I don't know. I don't always put sentences in here if I'm just practicing, I don't know, IRL. I would put some Tolkien in there, Lorelai. I would. I absolutely would. And I'm proud that I would. This is my only redeeming quality at this point. All right. Oh, but yeah. Thank you guys for joining the stream. Apologies for the microphone issues. Don't know why it's acting up today. And yeah, I will be back. I don't think tomorrow, but Thursday I'll be back. I do a gaming stream. We're playing Littlewood, and it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. So if you want to just come hang out for a chill stream, then please drop by. I usually start between 6 and 7, so come by then. And Lorelai, it was not a complaint. I guess there are multiple ways to interpret the way you wrote. You would put some Tolkien into there. You would put some Tolkien into there. No, you didn't say it that way. But yeah, thank you guys. And of course, every Tuesday I do my Finnish language learn Finnish with me live stream. So yeah, we will be continuing. And I have been practicing more consistently the past few weeks, and I can see some improvements. And I'm taking on a lot of new sentences, a lot of new words. So I think I'm going to be improving. So stay tuned, or not. Come back in a year from now. Drop back in the stream 1 year from now and check up on me and see how I'm doing. I hope I don't disappoint. Yeah, but yeah, we will press on and continue learning. So thank you all. Have a good rest of your Tuesday, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.